Hey guys, welcome back to Attack on Iron World. Massive issues with recording. I have the window slightly open, generally just because I don't want to die. I don't want to die in here. It's so ridiculously hot right now. So if you hear birds, cars, the fucking dog, I'm sorry. I can't help that. I can't help that because I will die otherwise. But if you're okay with me dying, then I suppose I can close the window again. But of course we're here to talk about E3, not my window. The E3 that I just passed, it's pretty disappointing. Like I said beforehand, I wasn't really looking forward to anything particular from it. Like, I didn't really know what I wanted to see, what anything was happening, so I was kind of just like, well, I'll get what I get, right? And some of what I got was pretty freaking cool, and some of what I got was pretty disappointing. I've got a list in front of me. I've got fucking hundreds of notes. You should hear all these fucking notes. It's ridiculous. I wrote like 17 pages worth of notes watching the press conferences and stuff like that. So as far as the thing that was last night, it was very last night, about 12, was the last live letter from Square Enix about Final Fantasy Stormblood, and they didn't really confirm anything. They confirmed for me that I have about 2 weeks to finish recording the story in its entirety because of raids. So if I wish to continue being a part of my raid team, I need to finish a whole bunch of raids. I'm going to need to do the entire story in 2 weeks. That's going to kill me. Holy shit, but it should be fine. It shouldn't be too bad, right? We can do this. We got this. So I'll record everything in 2 weeks. It'll be fine. Get my tank and my samurai up there. It'd be great. But yeah, so on to the actual press conferences. Like, starting with stages? Like, why? Why? Microsoft was the biggest, like, culprit of this, right? Everyone else's but Microsoft was pretty, like, fine. They're, like, pretty normal and fine. Why the stages? Why have such a ridiculous, utterly ridiculous stage? Like, they have a stage where, like, they've got the main stage, and then they've got, like, a mini stage in the middle of the crowd, so the people in front can't see what the fuck is going on behind them. And this was like prevalent last year as well, I believe. It's such a bad design. I really hate fucking stages where they're all just so shit. Like, I know we're odd. I know it's odd to be like, wow, stages are shit, but it annoys me. It annoys me very much. I can't really explain why I get so angry when it comes to stages. We can kill all those things. But yeah, like, other than the Xbox, the stages were like fine, pretty much straightforward, because a lot of people kind of realized what Microsoft and what EA did not, which is it's all about the video games, right? We want to see the video games. You know, Microsoft brought on a fucking marching band, not Microsoft, sorry. EA brought on like a marching band for why? But to play the drums for a few minutes? I shall go. Fucking no. They brought on a bunch of YouTubers as well, like, and Twitch streamers that were like in their videos, which again, it's like, why? What? Eh? Like, I don't know. I guess it helps them sell something. I guess. Otherwise, why would they do it? So they've obviously got some form of marketing system behind it. But yeah, then they brought on like a whole set of fucking stormtroopers to show off Star Wars Battlefront. Brought a whole bunch of stormtroopers on for like 2 minutes. Like, what a waste of freaking money! What an absolute waste of cash! Like, you don't even, if you're not there, you don't even see the stormtroopers for more than like a second of footage. It was ridiculous. But the games that I really loved, I guess these are in no particular order, or not necessarily the ones I loved, but the ones that interested me, should we say. The ones that interested me. We'll go through just the press conference, alright? So we'll start with Xbox. I've got it written down. I really like Shadow War. It's looking really freaking nice. The personality of the like orcs and stuff is looking really cool. And stuff like that. I really like the idea of building like a massive army to fight other orcs and stuff like that. It's looking good. It's looking pretty good. I know it's not a typical game that I play on a show, so it might not go through that I'm like into like Lord of the Rings or into that sort of idea of a game. But yeah, I think it looked pretty cool and it interested me enough to be like, okay, that seems cool. But I didn't really have much to say on it other than it's fine. Now, Code Vein, again, you didn't really see much, but they showed a little bit of gameplay, and it looks like a anime Dark Souls, which I am totally down for. Like, holy shit, anime fucking Dark Souls, yes, please. That sounds fucking awesome. Like, I want that game so much in my mouth. Well, I don't like their mouth things. They're like, they have like these weird like mouth guards, right? Like the belts wrap around their mouth and turn into a cloth, and then the cloth turns into a weird metal vampire blood mouth thing. Like, I don't. It's like, it's so fucking anime, but it's like, I don't, what the fuck is that? I don't want that. I don't know what that is. I don't want that. It looks stupid. You know, yeah. It was weird. It was weird. I wasn't into it. Wasn't into that at all. But I do like the idea of an anime Dark Souls that I'll play the fuck out of. Possibly even on the show. But they showed BioWare Anthem, like BioWare's new Anthem game. Like it's the reason Mass Effect Andromeda was a disgrace, and quite frankly, I'm not taking it as an excuse. They should be like that shouldn't be even a reason why Mass Effect was so bad, or well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't even finish Mass Effect. I will finish it one day. One day I shall do the finish. But it's like it didn't look very good. If I'm honest, well, it looked nice. All right, let me state that. Like the new Anthem game, it looked nice, and it looked like a lot of people are going to enjoy it. You know, it looks definitely like a lot of people's game. A lot of like loot getting and stuff like that. Obviously, the trailer they showed you was fake as fuck. People talking to each other and shit like that. Like, that's always fake as fuck. That's fake. It's bullshit. But it's explain it. It's like it's co-op. Like, and that seems like such a really weird thing to throw it under the bus for. It's like, I don't necessarily mind co-op games. This game in particular, it was more along the lines of like, it's great, this looks great, okay, and then they were like, oh, and like, you play with your friends, and this is how you do it, and you need to play with your friends, and it seemed very much like they were saying like, yeah, this game's going to be very friend heavy, it's going to be like focused on you having friends, so too bad. It's like, well, I don't really want to play it then if I need to play with other people to progress. Because like finding people that I want to play with on a regular basis is hard enough as it is, let alone like making our schedules up. You know what I mean? Like finding people is fine, and it's like. But then it's like, oh, then how do our schedules meet up? Then you're like, you can't play it without them. It's like, no, fuck it, not for me. I'm probably not even gonna bother with Anthem unless it really like comes out of nowhere and impresses me. I'm probably not gonna bother with it at all. There was Dragon Ball FighterZ in the Microsoft press conference. This is also coming to the other consoles as well. Being made by the team who makes the Blaze Blue games and the Guilty Gear games, I believe. It looks sweet. Like, it looks, holy shit, it looks sweet. It stole the show from Microsoft, right? That was it. Like, that was the one thing that I came away from Microsoft being like, okay then. It's a 2D like 3-on-3 Marvel vs. Capcom style sort of like thing that you play Dragon Ball Z fighters on, right? So you play Dragon Ball Z game 2D, which has not been a thing for a long time. Which is fine. I quite like the 3D games. I love Xenoverse, stuff like that. But this one, it looks like the anime. Like, it looks straight up like the fucking anime. That's what I loved about it. I was like, holy shit, this game looks like the fucking anime. It just straight up does. It looks like you're playing the anime, and it's like, it's so good that we're getting into like an era of video games where you can play the freaking show that you love, you know, like I don't I don't love South Park as a TV series. I don't. Not that I don't love or like it as a show. I just don't watch it. It's not something I watch. However, the games like the Stick of Truth and the Fractured Butthole, they look exactly like the show, and they look great, and they play great as well. Well, I mean, I don't know about the Fractured Butthole, but the Stick of Truth certainly played amazingly, and I loved the Stick of Truth. I thought it was very funny. I thought the battle system was pretty decent, and I loved the character creation. And you're going to be able to do that again, but with superheroes this time. So it's like, it's super cool. I want that.
Thank you.
But that's kind of all I really saw from Microsoft's press conference. It's all I really saw, or all I really cared about seeing, should I say. There's obviously they had a few more things that I was like, okay, that's fine. They had, or was it? They had like, no, that was EA, wasn't it? EA's press conference in itself. Let's move on from Xbox, move to EA. EA's press conference was like garbage. Like, I really hated Microsoft's press conference. They showed me wrong. They showed a lot of stuff that people would like. Like, they showed the Madden story mode off, and they showed, you know, the football story mode off, and so all that sort of stuff, right? They showed off the things that people like, and that was probably very good. The one thing I saw from EA was the new Need for Speed. That looked freaking great, but it looked fake. Like, the whole gameplay segment was scripted as fuck. It was just like, it's really, really scripted, but if your game is like this, like doing the thief thing and doing the whole, like, you know, like the Fast and Furious / Burnout stuff with the boosting and the takedowns, I'm in, you know? Like, sure, let's freaking go for a Need for Speed game. I've not played one in ages. I think the last one I played was on the PS4, but I didn't enjoy it at all. So, you know, I'm excited for another driving game, but other than that, it was like there really wasn't nothing else that they showed. And like, if people enjoyed it, that's fine. Of course, like, there's plenty of things to enjoy about it because there's loads of things that they showed off. But it's like not for me because I don't really care about sports. Obviously, I know that there is a demographic for sports, and that's why they showed off sports. And that's why they do it every year, because there's people who want to see that, which is fine. Like E3 press conferences, they're not about a single person. Of course, they're all about selling. They're, you know, that's what E3 is. It's all about selling your thing to your customer. That's all it is. So obviously, having a diverse group of things is a good thing to do. We'll move on to Ubisoft. Xbox also had this, but they had the Assassin's Creed game. Assassin's Creed in itself, I've been not interested in for a long time. I've brought and played every single one of them. Yeah, almost out of habit at this point. But I don't really. It's like I don't really care. Like Syndicate, like I brought Syndicate, and I was like, all right, Syndicate's fine. You know, I don't really care, but it's fine. So like, and then there was Black Flag, which I really liked. I really liked Black Flag and stuff like that. But they're now going to Egypt before all the assassins were like born. Like, this is the origin story of the assassins. And I don't know if there's any space stuff in it. Like, we didn't see any space stuff in it, so maybe there's no like animus and all that sort of thing. Or maybe it's just like they don't really care enough to show us, since that is the worst part of the Assassin's Creed games. But this one, Assassin's Creed Origins, actually impressed me for a change by being an RPG, like having gear, having levels, and it's like, okay, you want gear and progression and stuff, and you looks like you've got an actual fucking combat system. You know, like their combat system, it looked legit. It looked like, okay. I don't want to use this. I don't want to use this example for every game I end up liking, or every game that comes out from fucking any motherfucker. And I'm like, oh yeah, that game's great because it looks like Dark Souls, but the combat system looked slightly more Dark Souls-ish. So like, okay, that's fine. The UI looked like trash though, if I'm honest. It looked like every other game that they make. You know, the UI looked like Far Cry's game. It looked like Watch Dogs game. It's like I don't care. Obviously Ubisoft showed off Far Cry as well. Fine. Like, okay, it looks the same as the other 2 games that you've done. Like, I really enjoyed 1, 2, 3. So it's a shame that you finally found the one that sold and now stuck with that formula forever. So, you know, okay, that's fine though. I understand how business works. Beyond Good and Evil 2 was finally shown off. I never even played the first one. I still haven't played the first Good and Evil, Beyond Good and Evil. Why they didn't say that the first one is available on HD to download like now on the PlayStation 4? Why didn't they say that? I have no idea. Because that would have, I reckon they would have got a lot of sales that way. I would have brought it instantly because I've never played them. I've never played the original Beyond Good and Evil. But this, obviously the Beyond Good and Evil 2, it was just kind of like a, it was a trailer, right? It was a story trailer. It was just showing off some of the characters, it was showing off the world, and it was showing off, like, you know, the shininess of their pre-rendered graphics, because it's not going to be gameplay, you know, like that sort of thing, and which is fine for a first viewing. But I loved the monkey. I'm gonna be honest, the monkey was so fucking great that I just wanted to have the monkey at all times. Like, all right, like, he was funny. He made me laugh incredibly. So I'm like, fuck yes, okay. I want to play this game. Well, I don't want to play this game. I just want to see more of this world. Like, I'm fine with it if you cancelled the game and did a film. You know, like, I don't know anything about the game yet, but like, from a story standpoint, I'm like, okay, I want to know more about this game. Like, I'm interested in seeing this game. From that sort of standpoint, because of course we can't say like, oh yeah, this game's going to be amazing, because I've not seen the game, we've not even seen a hint of the game yet. But it's like, okay, I want to see more. You've piqued my interest. I'll keep a close eye on you. Ubisoft also had something that which kind of leaked. It kind of leaked, and if it didn't leak, it would have been amazing to see. But it did leak, so we all saw it. There was the Mario plus Rabbids thing. Right now, everyone was kind of assuming this was going to be a party game. Everyone was assuming that this is going to be kind of shit. Everyone was kind of assuming that we don't really care. You know what? I've changed my opinion completely. Complete change of opinion. It's an XCOM game for some reason. Like, Mario XCOM. Like, what the fuck? But okay. Like, yes. It looked awesome. I was like, that looks freaking great. That looks like something I'd love. It looks like something my nephews would love and my niece would love. So it's definitely something that I'm interested in buying. I'm like, that looks great. I love XCOM games, and you've made a Mario XCOM game? Like, fuck yes. With, like, the rabbits as well. Like, I don't really care about rabbits. In fact, I hate the rabbits from Ubisoft games. But that's fine, because I can just get far enough into the game where I can switch all the rabbits out with, like, Mario people. Like, I can get fucking Peach in there. That's right. Get Peach up in the house, and Yoshi. Fuck yes. Really excited for that. Really excited for Mario and the rabbits. That's really freaking cool. And that was really it for the Ubisoft press conference. I mean, obviously the press conference they showed that nothing really, like super excited me. Nothing made me like, wow, I want that. It was like seeing it, I was like, okay, that I want to see more of. You know, like, okay, Assassin's Creed, I'll buy you again this year. Because, you know, why the fuck not? I buy you every year already, so I'll buy it again. Sony, on the other hand, also didn't really have much. No one really had like a super amount of exclusives. I think Sony probably had the most exclusives that I was excited about. Days Gone is the first zombie game I've been excited about in ever. Like, I don't really care about zombie games. You guys know this. I've never really cared for zombie games. It's like, okay, fine, zombies, whatever, that's fine. It's like, if you have zombies in your game, I know it's wrong, but I'll look slightly down on you. So I'm like, I don't want fucking zombies. I don't really care. Boring. But it looked great. Days Gone looked great. They showed infiltrating a camp and using the zombies to like your advantage. So like you were hiding in a bush, he blew the door open so that zombies could get in, and they made a lot of noise, and the zombies all rushed for the crowd of people. And you like use that essentially to get through it and get to your friend. Which was super cool. It was super exciting to see. I really, really liked it. I was like, okay, that you get to use the zombies to your advantage, and if you're smart enough and stuff like that, and sneak around, it's pretty cool. It looks like a scary world. I'm sorry, I keep coughing for some reason. It looks like a scary world, but it looks like something I want to be in. I want to do. So it's like, it's fine. That's great. I want to do that. Definitely going to be a part of that if I can be, you know. So yes, it's on PlayStation. I'm gonna buy it. Well, I'll probably buy it. I say I'm gonna buy it. I say I'll probably buy it because it looks pretty good. It depends on if there's a whole bunch of other shit coming out at the same time, you know, because you never know. You never know. They showed Monster Hunter. Sony showed Monster Hunter. Like, we all kind of just assumed that it would always be on the Nintendo from now on. We assumed the Nintendo Switch would get one. And stuff like that, and I was actually really looking forward to a Nintendo Switch announcement of a Monster Hunter game. But of course there wasn't, which is a shame. But the PlayStation 4 got one, so I'm okay with it. Because I don't like the Monster Hunters on the Game Boy or on the DS. Just generally because they're just too awkward to hold, and they're just like, I don't like holding them. I like playing Pokemon on them. Pokemon or Fire Emblem, but that's all I really care about. I'm just gonna have a swig of water real quick. But yeah, so Monster Hunter, they showed off a little bit. Once again, it kind of looked fake as fuck, like. Like, it was a scripted, obviously, like a scripted demo sort of situation. So, and that's to be expected from E3 at this point. Like, you need to just kind of not let yourself get suckered into it, like, right away until you see more about the game. Because obviously all these are scripted, like the Days Gone thing is scripted and stuff like that. They're just generally mainly trying to show you mechanics and stuff like that, and they want to show it to you in the easiest way and the most profitable way to them, which is being a bit sneaky with it. And you know what, that's fine. I understand it from a business standpoint, and hell, if I ran a business, I'd probably do it too, right? So what the fuck do I have the right to criticize? So, but they also showed, very last thing Sony showed was Spider-Man. The Spider-Man looks fucking sweet. Like, holy shit, I want the Spider-Man game. Yes, it looks very Batman-y, like Arkham Asylum-y, via the combat and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm a little bit less excited because I kind of wanted it to have its own identity, other than people saying, "Oh, it's like the Batman games." Fuck, seriously, what's wrong with me? Oh, she's a Galaxy Mage now. That's nice. So it's like, okay, it's fine. You're using something that like guaranteed that works, and you like it, so that's fine. It looked really nice. It looked really nice to look at. Again, it looked very much as if the whole thing was like a scripted event. Obviously, if that's a mission, then that's a mission. That's pretty cool. But there was a lot of QTEs, which is fine. I don't mind QTEs as long as they're melded into the game properly. Let's go to the next stage. We could probably like kill another 5 stages before I'm done talking, because I love the sound of my own fucking voice. That's not actually true. So Spider-Man was good. It looked good. It looked great. But it was there was a point in it, right, where there's this part of a helicopter, the back part of the helicopter falls to the street and like starts running, like crashing along the floor towards people. Now, of course, you know, Spider-Man managed to save the thing from the people from getting hit by the part of a helicopter. That's to be expected because it's a freaking Spider-Man game. But what bugged me is that it was a QTE, and it looked like if you failed that, died, and you would have had to start again. Fuck's sake, really? But it's like, what I desperately want. Sorry about all the coughing, by the way. What I desperately want from Insomniac is to make them just die. Like, I fucked up that QTE, then those people died. I fucked it up. They died, and we move on, and Spider-Man is just slightly more sad because he fucked up and some people died. That's what I want from that game. I don't want it to be like, oh, you found the QTE, better go all the way back to the beginning of the QTE section and start again. Like, if I fucked that up, I just want to be able to fuck it up. Like, if you fucked it up enough that there's like, oh, your target got away, or you failed your mission, and there's not enough ways that you can fix that, like, fine. That's fine. You can do that. But don't, like, the tiny QTEs, like, oh, those couple of people died. They're dead now because you missed the QTE, you fucked it up. You shouldn't have fucked it up, should you? You know, like, that's what I want. That's what I want from it, because I just want them to be more from a, like a, just like, oh, like, you know, an actual fucked up situation, like, you can't save everyone sort of thing. You know? Jesus, I cannot stop coughing, can I? This is really frustrating. It's fine. It's fine. Let's power through. Let's talk about Nintendo, because that's the last thing I saw from Sony. Sony stage, actually, going back. Sony also did like this thing where it had a few instruments. Like, I'd feel unreasonable if I bitched at EA and Microsoft and not bitch at Sony for this. They had some instruments to begin the thing with. Not that I could hear them, by the way, because Sony fucked up the audio for the live stream at the beginning. So like, it was kind of hard to hear. Then they had like when they were showing Days Gone, they had zombies like hanging. They had people like hanging from the ceiling, and then when a zombie reacted in game, they would react and like freak out like on this like rope being hung by a foot or something. Very fucking weird. Very, very weird. I mean, I was like, alright, like, if that's what you want to do, but it's still a waste of money, you know? It's still very much, I feel like, a waste of money. But it's, like, whatever. It's their money, I guess. Same with Microsoft and EA. It's their money, I guess. If they want to waste it, then they waste it. Yeah, so Nintendo. Nintendo obviously opted out of the press conference situation. They do this every year now, and they obviously have a presence at E3. They have like their treehouse, and they have like the other stuff, which is fine. But they opt out of the traditional E3 press conference, and they opt out for one of their Nintendo Directs. They do this every year now, and like, it's to be expected. And quite frankly, I actually really enjoy the Nintendo Directs. I think they're better. I think rather than like some showy bullshit thing that no one really cares about, like, it's cool. I like it. I like the idea. Now Nintendo fucking nailed it. They nailed it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sure, like, I'm kind of the person who is like really questioning of Nintendo often. Like, I like Nintendo, and I want them to do better, so I really do try hard to like question them and like actually do shit, even though I don't actually ever gonna get any point across, obviously. But I try my best. Now you know what? I'm just gonna fucking end time. This press conference made me order a Switch. It made me order a Switch. That's like the best way I can put it. I'm going to order a Switch as soon as I get that little cash injection on payday, and be like, okay, Nintendo Switch time. Like, fuck yeah. They showed off Xenoverse Chronicles 2. Xenoverse Chronicles 2's trailer had some of the worst voice acting. Like, holy shit, that voice... I don't know who is voice acting that, or if it was, like, a bad audio feed, or if it was just bad, like, writing, or whatever. Just bad voice acting. Like, holy shit. Like, I'm not somebody who wants to stop. I'm not somebody who wants to stop viewing something, or I'm not someone who's like, wow, you know what, I want to swap the sub to Japanese. Like, I never do that in video games. Ever do I do that in video games. But the only thing I could think of when seeing this trailer for Xenoverse 2 was, I really wish I could swap this trailer to Japanese. Like, I'm glad it's dubbed, but the voice of the main character, I don't know who it is, but in the trailer it didn't come across very well. Obviously we're going to have to wait until we see the performance of a thing before we completely condemn a voice actor. You know, you need to see the actual game he's doing. But it did not, from that trailer, the voice acting did not impress me at all. Like, at all. And I can't voice act for shit. You know, I know that. I know 100% that I cannot voice act for shit. But I can bitch about it. Because that's what I do. I can't do it, but I can bitch about it. Such an asshole fucking thing to say. But yeah, it's fine. It's not the same Chronicles. It's not Xenoverse Chronicles X like we played on the Wii U a few months ago, I guess. Like that was fine. But yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting that I saw it because I kind of wasn't expecting quite Xenoverse as in Xenoverse. Did I use the wrong fucking thing? I used Big Bang Attack, right? Oh, what the fuck ever. We were on low range, weren't we? That's right. So yeah, like I was pretty shocked with the whole situation that it's not Xenoverse X. I think we knew this already from last year. I feel like we already knew that it wasn't going to be Xenoblade X. But that kind of annoys me because they cliffhanged Xenoblade X. You know? Like, if you cliffhang a game, you better fucking have the conviction to finish it the fuck off. Like, what the hell? So I was kind of annoyed that we didn't get that. Like, maybe we will still get a thing to that game, but this one looks like that's all we're getting for now. Which is okay. I'm sure it'll be great. Like, people love the first Xenoblade Chronicles, right? I've never played it myself. But I hear people love it. So hopefully it'll be really good. I've never played it, but I will play it because I'm going to buy a Switch because of Nintendo. They showed Fire Emblem Warriors off again, which you all know is something that I'm super fucking interested in. Like, holy shit, that's the game that I was like, alright, when that comes out, I'll get a Switch. Because like, there's fuck all else I want. Because Zelda, guess what? I can get Zelda on my Wii U, so fuck the Switch, right? That was my attitude. And Zelda is all they had. And Fire Emblem Warriors, it's looking good. Well, it's looking good from a story standpoint, I guess. It's got some dragons in it. We know there's going to be some dragon dudes. Oh, really? What a bastard. Like, we know there's going to be some dragon dudes. That's exciting. I want dragon dudes. That's pretty cool. It's... Obviously, they didn't really show any gameplay, which is upsetting, because I really would like to see more gameplay. I'd like to see different characters in gameplay and stuff like that. Like, that's something I'd really want to see. So the fact that I've not been able to see that yet is kind of frustrating, but it's better than not having the game, I guess. But yes, I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I will be playing that, definitely. Well, assuming Nintendo doesn't see me. We'll be playing it. But it looks good enough. It looks good enough, and I'm super fucking silence! I'm super excited to play that. And they showed DLC, the Zelda DLC, like a survival mode, and something to do with the 4 heroes from the previous thing. So that was exciting as well. Like, okay, I'm up for DLC, and if I buy a Switch, I'll get it with Zelda, and I'll trade in my Zelda for Wii U or something, and then just play it on that hard mode DLC that they had, or that is coming, whatever. Either way, that would be pretty cool to do. So I'm excited for that. Most thing that I'm excited about, right? Most things that I'm excited about is they kind of knew. They knew they didn't have to say fucking anything, but they brought out the Nintendo guy for a second, not the Nintendo guy, the Pokemon guy for a second, and he stated that they were building a core RPG Pokemon game for the Switch, and my mind kind of exploded at the possibilities. I didn't know what they're going to do, obviously, because they had nothing to show us yet. We probably won't see it till next E3, and we probably won't see it till late 2018, possibly early 2019. But all that confirms to me is that the Switch is going to have a long life. It's going to be around for probably longer than the Wii U. And if they keep re-releasing the Wii U games that people want to see on there, I reckon at one point we'll see Smash Bros. We didn't see Smash Bros. Like, where was Smash Bros? That would be interesting to know. I don't know why they've not shown that on the Switch yet. But at the same time, if there's ever a lull, like, you know, early year or towards Christmas, if there's anything that they're like, oh shit, we've not really got anything, they could easily just be like, whoa, Super Smash Bros, here's some extra characters. You know, like, here's a couple of extra dudes that they wanted to add but didn't add because of time restraints, and like, off you go to the races, plus the DLC dudes, like, who's the DLC guys? Cloud and Banner. So like, okay, I'm sure they'll do that. But the Pokemon thing, right? My mind fucking exploded, right? Because what if they built, right? Now this is probably not actually going to be what the thing will be, right? It'll probably just be like Pokemon Aurora or something, and it'll be like this, or Pokemon Eclipse, and it'll be Pokemon Sun and Moon combination, and like, you know, no one will care, and it'll just be like weird and kind of a weird port. You know, something like that, and it would like really annoy me and disappoint me. But, right, open your mind. You know, there's no need to get disappointed yet, because we don't know what it is. But what if they made a Zelda game, right? Like Breath of the Wild, but a Pokemon game. They had villages all over this land that you could go to, gym badges, stuff like that. You could go to anything you wanted to, in any order you wanted to. You could do whatever the fuck you wanted. And there was just a massive open world, and there was all 800 Pokemon in it. There was like fucking hundreds of fucking Pokemon. And you could just go and you could like, catch things, and they like actually show up on the map. Like you see them, like maybe there's grass for random encounters as well. But you have like Pidgeys, flock of Pidgeys flying through the sky, and you know, like on a very rare occasion, what if you saw Ho-Ho just like flying at one point? Like, what the fuck, Ho-Ho, I gotta chase that motherfucker. So that you run after it and shit, and you lose sight of it or whatever. Like, that would be so fucking good. I would be so excited for a Pokemon Switch game like that. Let's end it on floor 165. That's a good place to end it, because I'm done whining. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed E3, I guess. There wasn't, like I said, other than what I just mentioned, there's like 17 pages of notes there, and I got with one page worth of games that I even wanted to talk about, you know? Like, I could sit here and talk for probably another 3 hours on all the stuff that was shown and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna, because I'm not gonna do it to you, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't have an interest in every single thing, and it's gonna be hard for me to tell you guys, talk about stuff that I weren't really paying attention to. There was a cool thing in EA's press conference that I do suggest you check out, which was the A Way Out, which is like a story game developed by the people who developed Brothers, and it's like a prison game where there's these two guys. And the game is in split screen the entire time. Like, the entire game is designed to be played split screen. So, something that I'm not interested in. But the entire game is designed to do that. So, like, I would definitely recommend you check it out. Actually, I'm not going to do that now. Recommend that you have a look. Especially if you're in a situation where it's you and a brother and you live in the same house and you have one console, that game is definitely worth looking at, because it's going to look like it's going to be a whole lot of fun. But yes. My answer to this childish question of who, quote, won E3? Nintendo. Nintendo won. They showed off Mario Odyssey, obviously. I'm not going to talk about it because, quite frankly, I still don't care about it. I still don't like it. It doesn't look interesting to me. I love Mario games as well, but this one just doesn't look quite right to me. It doesn't look super interesting. So, I'll be honest, that's where I stand with Mario Odyssey. But the reason I say Nintendo won is because E3 is about selling shit. It's about selling stuff to the customers. That's all E3 has ever been about. Nintendo made me order a Switch. They made me order their console. Xbox revealed a console, I couldn't give a shit, because they showed me nothing to go on it. They showed me nothing to do with it. I don't want it. You know? Now, Nintendo made me order a Switch. I was like, alright, I gotta order a Switch now. So, that's what makes them the winners. Because if it's about selling shit, they won by selling me shit. They sold me it, so they win, right? That's kind of how it works. Granted, Xbox did have a lot of stuff on their thing. Like, Ubisoft had a lot of stuff to show. Even Sony had a lot of stuff to show. but none of that really interested me enough, other than the shit that I just told you guys about. And most of that is not even exclusive. Most of it is not exclusive. Nintendo's, like, all of Nintendo's shit is exclusive. Fucking Kirby was shown, Yoshi was shown, like, they look great. Yoshi looks even more kiddie than Woolly World, which kind of annoys me. So I probably won't buy that one. It looks like it would be much too easy for me or like anybody above the age of 10. Like, I think even my nephews would just be kind of like, what the fuck? It just looked too easy. But obviously I need to see more. I don't know, Nintendo won because they sold me shit. You know, like that's the way you gotta look at it. They made me spend £300 on their fucking console. So good job. I look forward to be able to play multiple games on the Switch. I want to enjoy going from my bedroom to my living room to my toilet to my kitchen playing the Switch. Yeah. I also the Switch is also going to be very useful for when I take my mother to the doctors or the hospital. That'd be nice. You ever play a Switch? It'd be good because those waiting rooms suck. Let me tell you, those waiting rooms suck ass. But anyway, that's enough from me. Let me know what you guys thought of E3. Let me know what excited you about E3 down in the comments below. Let me know what your favorite choice was. Let me know what your most disliked thing was. Let me know if you're ordering a Switch. Let me know if you're ordering one of the new Xboxes. Let me know all that stuff. I want to know everything that you're doing. I promise I will not use that information for nefarious reasons. But I want to know. Make sure you leave a like as well, and that'd be great. And you can also follow me on Twitter, because I also bitch about everything about E3 on Twitter. Like, I constantly was bitching all the time. Well, I say that I bitched like 3 times. But still, you should follow me on Twitter as well. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Tomorrow will be the starting of Stormblood, or the day after will be the starting of Stormblood. The early access begins tomorrow, which I'm super excited about. There will not be an Attack on Iron World on Monday. There will be one on the Monday following. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.